Meet Hoshino Ai, a 16-year-old idol known for her stunning beauty, and as the star of the idol group the Komachi. She quickly rose to fame in just 4 years after her debut, capturing the hearts of fans everywhere. One such fan is Goru, a doctor, who is a devoted follower of Ai. One day, while watching her concert on TV in a patient's room, a nurse asks him to stop because it goes against the hospital rules. Goru doesn't pay much attention to the nurse, but soon learns that one of his patients isn't feeling well. He visits the patient, a girl named Serena, who tells him how much she admires Ai and wishes to be just like her. Serena even says that if she had a chance to be reborn, she'd want to have Ai's face. Goru, considering the idea of being reborn as a child's story, advises Serena to become an idol in this life since she's already cute. Touched by his words, Serena asks Goru to marry her, but he kindly declines, explaining that she's too young. He suggests they can think about it when she turns 16. Sadly, the next day, Serena passes away due to her long illness. Goru wishes for her to be reborn as a healthy girl. Later, he discovers that his beloved idol, Ai, is taking a break due to health problems. He feels remorseful about this situation. Suddenly, a nurse informs him that his next patient is waiting for him, and to his surprise, it's none other than Ai herself, who is pregnant with twins. Despite the fact that she's pregnant with someone else's child, Goru decides to support her. He promises her a healthy delivery. As time goes by, he cares for Ai and spends many days and nights with her, helping her with exercises and other needs. The day before her delivery, Goru requests a 10-hour time off as he has something to attend to at home. Ai declines his request, preferring him to be there for her delivery instead of another doctor, but Goru assures her that he'll return before her delivery. On his way home, a mysterious person inquires about Ai's health and her twins. Realizing that this person intends to harm Ai by exposing her to the world, Goru decides to follow him. Unfortunately, the person tricks Goru and pushes him off a cliff. As he's at the brink of death, Goru thinks about his meeting with Serena and her last words about being reborn as a celebrity. The next thing he knows, he's reborn as Ai's son. Goru wakes up as a baby, one of Hoshino Ai's twins, and is given the name Aquamarine Hoshino. He still retains all the memories of his previous life as a doctor. He contemplated his dilemma, but opted to spend his life as a newborn, savoring the fact that he was pampered by his new mother and idol Ai. He also meets his sister Ruby Hoshino, who is just as obstinate as he is. Meanwhile, Hoshino Ai returns to her life as an idol, having worked out a deal with her company's president, Ichigo Saito, and his wife, Miyako Saito. They reached an arrangement in which they agreed to look after the twins while she continued to be an idol. Ichigo also told Ai not to tell anybody about her children, otherwise it would be the end of her and his careers. Aqua watches her sing live on television after a 6-month hiatus and praises his killer, claiming that it was because of him that he was resurrected as a child of his favorite idol. His sister Ruby joins him and chastises him for not waking her up before the music began. After witnessing and cheering on Ai's reincarnation on television, it was revealed that his twin sister, Ruby Hoshino, is also a reincarnated person. He discovered this during the night when they were both meant to be sleeping when someone wrote hateful comments to Ai's account, and Ruby waged a cyber war against Ai's online hater. Aqua opposed physical relationship with Ai, including breastfeeding, because he was a boy in his previous incarnation, but Ruby welcomes it, claiming that it is a natural law for a daughter to suck her mother's breasts. They subsequently overheard Miyako Saito, who babysat them while Ai was at work, complaining about her job. She claimed she married Ichigo Saito on the promise of working with handsome people, but instead she became a babysitter for a single mother who refuses to reveal the father. She then considers selling information on Ai's twins' offspring online, claiming that doing so will make her famous and wealthy. When Ruby hears this, she decides to murder Miyako, but Aqua refuses, claiming that she is larger and they are just kids. They decide to work together to trick her into maintaining the secret, masquerading as messengers from heaven and Amaterasu and disclosing that they can converse. Miyako is taken aback by this and believes it's an illusion, but the twins tell her that if she ever publishes their knowledge online, she would face divine wrath and death, whereas if she keeps it a secret, she will be graced with a gorgeous guy. Frightened and delighted at the same time, Miyako made the decision to keep the secret. Later that night, Aqua recollected his previous life as Goru and a memory of Serena. He mentioned to Ruby that she reminded him of Serena and had the potential to be a great actor. Ruby overheard this and thought he was calling her, but Aqua explained it was the name of someone from his past life. It was then revealed that Serena was Ruby's name in her previous life, and she was the same Serena who had proposed to Aqua in his previous life at the hospital. Months after Hoshino I's comeback with Bikomachi, the group was still struggling for popularity. I worried about her small paycheck, which wouldn't be enough to support the twins. Ruby asked Aqua about how idols should get better pay each month, but he explained the reality. He described how salaries are divided among members of an idol group, how costume expenses are deducted, and how merch sales impact their earnings. Miyako also discussed the harsh realities of the idol industry, explaining how difficult it is to compete against solo artists. She pointed out that individuals need something special to stand out and receive more job offers. During her training, I was feeling down and read a tweet criticizing her fake smile. During a promotional event, Bikomachi had the twins with them after their persistent requests. The twins posed as staff members' children and enjoyed a close-up view of their mother's performance. While performing, I reflected on the tweet and agreed that her smile felt artificial. However, she glanced at the twins, who were energetically engaging in Watagai and supporting their mother. This genuine display of love and enthusiasm from the twins made her smile sincerely. The twins' performance went viral, gaining over 2 million views within hours. After seeing the response, I realized how to create a genuine smile. A year later, the twins had grown to the point where they could walk and talk without raising suspicions. They accompanied I to work, this time appearing in a drama after they convinced Miyako. Following Ichigo Saito's advice to keep their mother's identity a secret, they pretended to be his children. On set, they crossed paths with the renowned director Taishi Gotanda. Ruby's beauty drew admiration from everyone, while Aqua went outside for some fresh air and encountered Taishi. The director warned Aqua not to disrupt the drama set with crying, and, surprised by Aqua's mature way of speaking, offered him a business card in case he wanted to pursue child acting. They engaged in a conversation about actresses and the film industry, noting how I still captured attention even if her acting skills were average. A month later, I, Ruby, and Aqua watched the drama and were surprised to see that I appeared in just one scene. Aqua called the director to inquire, and he explained that the production company thought I was too cute for the screen, so they decided to reduce her role. To make amends, the director offered I a part in a movie, with one condition: Aqua had to be in the movie too. Despite Aqua suggesting his sister for the role, the director insisted on having Aqua in the movie. Aqua joined the set and started working as a child actor in Taishi's new movie. During filming, he was paired with a fellow child actress, Kana, who irritated him with her self-righteous and judgmental attitude. Kana performed her role admirably, but Aqua initially refused to act, thinking he was already creepy. However, he unexpectedly excelled in the scene and received praise from others. Kana tearfully begged the director for a retake, acknowledging that Aqua's acting had surpassed hers. Aqua and the director discussed acting and the importance of communication skills in understanding the script's intention and the director's vision. 2 years later, Ai's career soared as she gained the spotlight in the movie. The twins started attending press school, and one day the press school organized a festival. Ruby recalled her previous life and her inability to dance due to her illness. Seeing Ruby struggling, I decided to join her and taught her a valuable lesson about confidence, helping her believe in herself. Ruby overcame her fears and began to dance while Aqua observed, realizing that his sister was not only talented at acting, but also at dancing. I made a phone call to her ex, who was assumed to be the twins' father, and invited him to meet the twins. She even shared her new address with him. Ai's career was at its peak as she gained popularity, received job offers, and performed at the Tokyo Dome. She reminisced about her past, recalling how she had been scouted by Ichigo Saito, who was straightforward about the idol life and the pretty lie. She had become an idol to love something, even if it meant lying to her fans, hoping that one day her lie would become the truth, repeatedly uttering, "I love you" to her fans. She thought she'd love her kids as a mother, but she hadn't yet because she didn't want to use those words insincerely. So, she continued to lie. On her 20th birthday, I was abruptly awakened by a ringing doorbell. She opened the door to find a suspicious man holding a flower and a knife, which he used to stab her. The man cruelly expressed his feelings of betrayal as a fan upon discovering that she had children. Despite being seriously injured, I, drenched in her own blood, explained her desire to genuinely love her fans. She even remembered the man's name, Rio, and mentioned a trinket he had given her. Guilt-ridden, Rio fled in anguish. Aqua rushed to assist his mother, calling for an ambulance and assessing her wound. However, I knew there wasn't enough time for her. Ruby was on the other side of the door and couldn't witness what was happening. In her final moments, I entrusted Aqua with various apologies. She asked him to apologize to the director for missing the scheduled movie, to Ichigo Saito for missing the Dome concert, and to the twins for her unfulfilled dreams of them becoming idols like her and performing together. She also praised Aqua's acting talent and expressed her wish for him to become a great actor. I wanted nothing more than to watch her children grow up, and expressed her love from the bottom of her heart, affirming that it was not a lie. With those heartfelt words, Ai's eyes lost their sparkle, and she succumbed to her injuries. The internet reacted to Ai's death with sympathy, but some still used it to gain attention, offering cold reactions or using it to criticize the government. After 3 days, the news cycle moved on, and the twins officially became Miyako's children. In time, Aqua realized that his mother's personal information should not have been easily leaked unless she had done it herself to inform their potential father, who might also be a figure in the entertainment world. He resolved to find and confront him, seeking revenge with his own hands. Aqua met with Taishi, asking the director to raise him as his child. Several years passed, and the twins grew up. The next act of their story began as they entered high school for the first time, with Aqua's quest for revenge taking center stage.